Oh, the Kalachakra 6 yogas is not joking, it's absolutely serious. It's not I just saying, but it is Taranatha. He said this is an exception. But if you say, okay, Taranatha say, is that the ultimate truth? Yes, because Taranatha is not just a Tibetan master, because he accepted by everybody as exceptional master. If you don't believe, you ask in your own tradition and masters. They say, what about Taranatha? If they don't know about Taranatha, then maybe they don't say it or they just assuming something. But if they really know Taranatha's writings and then what he's done that work for every tradition, and then especially how much Taranatha done on the incredible, the highest yoga tantras, then everybody know his exception. So Taranatha basically saying these 6 yogas is go above of the all other studies, traditions, the most considered high ones. So that's why it's not joking, and I'm very, very serious to teach this if anybody is ready for this, Why? Because the monasteries, monastic people are very distracted in like intellectual study. So not everybody practice properly. And then lay people, they don't teach in Tibet. And there is no outside Tibet, there is no such thing, these teachings, except me, And so I already made a rule to not allow teach anything in the public. There is no prepared. So that's why it's very, very serious, okay? And so may you wonder what is after Winsome. So the first yoga. Yeah, so the first yoga, yes, it's a little bit similar of the Winsome, but of course, if you made progress in the Winsome, does make very big differences. This first yoga, you can see that, you can feel that, you can experience that. But if you didn't make huge progress in Winsome, then you find it as similar, okay? But then after the second yoga is a very big differences you can see. Why? Because the first yoga means you experience all 10 science. You can say in Winsome some people experience, but that is you consider is like a sign. But in first yoga, you have to consider is a real empty form of emptiness. So real ones. So the other ones are science. It doesn't mean in every individual only gets sign and the Winsome, but it is in general like that. So, and then the second yoga, you just have experience and visual experience that the sign of emptiness, not just a form of emptiness, but you can do something with your mind, basically it is something you realize inseparable from your mind. So that make huge differences. Then also you can take furthermore the other, like the vision, smell, sound, all of them you make differences. And also maximum level, you can take over the whole karmic experiences, take over by the enlightened experience. So how wonderful is that? So think about that. So, and then the third yoga, you not just in you see, you experience inseparable of your mind. Is not only that, but it now is integrating your karmic physical body. So your physical body you can integrate. Then a body, the most subtle body, is more importantly that wind and the channel and the drops. That first you can influence in your wind. Wind, of course, channel at the same time. Channels, chakras, you continue working on as the basis of wind, but and then is, so that means the third yoga, if you accomplish, then is you have some control of your death, everything. And also there is many other advantages. Sickness, all these things, cure sickness, all these things. And then the fourth tantra, the fourth yoga means you are preparing and your tigle, your drops. So but what means it does not mean never you prepared tigle, you never practice lower than that. It doesn't mean that always you practice in some degree, but you have become a mastery of this tigle, and the fourth yoga. So that means why that's important, because the fifth yoga you can have the best option of your mudra, your consult, the form of emptiness of the consult. It's not you rely on human and non-human sentient beings, anything. You have your own enlightened union you can do there. So that means, or the others we try to, physical consult, all of them is like a preparation of this, now it becomes preparation of that. So that's why some people suggested on the physical consult only this fifth yoga or something like that. That is wrong, so because this is you need to prepare and earlier you can try. Of course, from nobody's prepared nothing, they can't do anything. They're just samsara, sexuality or samsaric desire, just that. But then you have some preparation, then you can exercise on that. And then finally, you prepare in the fourth yoga time perfectly, and then fifth yoga time, you using this actualizing, the best consult and the experience. This experience is, you have to understand, this experience is not just have good experience in, that's why you're doing it. This experience has incredible power to eliminating trillions eons of the karmic debt and everything. So that's why it's we have to understand that way, not just good experience, or it's just like taking drug and then have good experience. It's not like that. So these things we have to understand. And also I think then is already you are in Burmese, like when you are first yoga, second yoga means you are already, if you compare in the sutta in a way, is you are already in Noble Bin, you are already Arya Bin, you are already in Burmese. That's very special, because in generally that Burmese only after 3 countless eons, but here even somebody is ordinary person, you can direct emptiness experience from the first yoga, and then you become like Arya Bin. They don't call like Arya Bin, but that it's just like Arya Bin. So then then third. So basically the sixth yoga, if you are only probably second yoga, second Burmese or something, and then all the rest of the 10 Burmese you achieved through the sixth yoga. So that is that fast. So that's why is have 12 Burmese. It's not like the 10 Burmese. It's 12 Burmese, and then 13 Burmese. We call that the Vajra. So that's why is is extremely important to practice this. So it's especially lay people, really important to practice this. Even you achieve only first yoga, that is incredible, because even you achieve first yoga is like you become a billionaire. So you are a multi-billionaire person. How easy to buy one house or one car? It's like that. You can reach the Shambhala birth. It's like that. If you achieve only first yoga, is you reborn, next immediate life is in Shambhala so easily, so like that easy. And then that's we're talking about minimum level. So, and then if we reach the Shambhala, then in one lifetime, Buddhahood, of course, that's very easily, is logically, because even in the samsara, some people can reach Buddhahood in one lifetime with million obstacles. But in Shambhala, there is no obstacles, everything encouraging. So that's why it's logically, it makes sense to reach Buddhahood in one lifetime. So that's why it's very serious and it's incredibly rare. This is available many languages. We have many languages we preparing. We work very hard. So it is up to you. You're going to miss of this, or it's really up to every individuals.